In this video guide, we're going to talk about artificial intelligence and how we can generate realistic images starting from sketches. So we're going to do an example with architecture. We're going to start with an architectural sketch and generate our image. And we will also use other tools here in the Adobe Firefly artificial intelligence. So first thing, we need to access our Adobe account and we need to access the website. And in the Creative Cloud, you will find a lot of apps, and among those, you find Firefly. So you can either access from Creative Cloud or you can directly search Firefly. So right here, I am in Creative Cloud, so I can go here and click on Adobe Firefly. And you can see there is actually a website for this at the moment. And there are also some news. So this is constantly updating and upgrading. So right now we are in image 3 generator, and we also have some new feature here that is really handy. It's called the quick image generation or fast image generation. I'm sorry, this is in Italian right now, but I'm gonna do the translation. And as you already know, artificial intelligence so easy that you probably don't need too much explanation and translation. But this is also the website, so you can get directly here on Firefly generative AI. And you can see that it's available in Photoshop. So we saw this in the video about Firefly in Photoshop, in the Photoshop course. And then you can do text to image, which is now like the basic. You can insert prompt, but also again, you can insert images. And then soon we will be able also to generate videos and use the artificial intelligence already in Premiere with the beta version, and then later on also to generate entire videos. So right now we can work mainly on images. So let's go and generate image. So this is the text to image. So all you need to do is just type here in the prompt whatever you want to generate, and that's gonna activate the first, as we can call it, brainstorming of the artificial intelligence, which will give you the first results. Now I'm gonna type in Italian here, and I'm gonna type generate a house. So I wanna go for, or architecture. I'm gonna go for architecture with the wooden materials and trees, but also concrete and curves. I want something real curvy and soft. So let's try with these prompts. So I'm gonna click on generate once I'm ready, and try to be more descriptive as you can. Try to give a good description. And you can see this is the same. So it's the same app that runs on the web, and you can access it in many different ways. So these are the first results, and this is the fast mode. The fast mode, now this is in English, everything is in English. So the fast mode is giving you lower resolution images, but quicker. So you can decide, and if you're interested in one of these, then you can upscale and make things, better and more defined and precise. So you can turn on and off the fast mode, but I think it's a great feature here because it's gonna make the generation faster, so you don't need to wait too much time. You can have already a look to the images. You can understand from here, and then if you're interested in some images, you can just click on the upscale button, and that is going to upscale in the higher resolution. And it uses one credit. One thing to mention is that you need credits to do this. So you need some accounts in Adobe, and then you have a limited amount of credits that you can spend, and then you need to buy more. Now, this is the first results. Once you generate something, it's going to go in the image history. So you can pick one of these and then upscale, and that's going to kind of, regenerate it again and make it pretty precise. And you can see the little details in there. So this is going to be a 2K image when you download it. So it's going to be pretty precise, and I think it's pretty beautiful. It's really close to what I had in mind. And but to make things even more precise and to give a direction, we can use sketches and we can use reference images. Now all the tools that you have are on the left here, on the left panel, and we already created other videos about Adobe Firefly, but we're gonna do something here. We're gonna change content time and use less artistic, more photographic, and then I wanna here I want to upload the reference, but I can also use some images that Adobe is suggesting me. And then visual intensity. So what visual style you want to give. And you can use also a reference for this. So it could be like a 3D, could be graphic, could be technical, or could be a picture. So let's use the picture here. And or you can just upload one from your computer, just as the same as the reference. So you have two types of references, one for the overall, and the other for the style. And then you can apply furthermore here other effects and colors. You can use coloring, like let's give a warm tone, and then you have lining. So if you want low light or dramatic light, golden hour light, and you can pick whatever. It's all a matter of style here rather than the shape of what you are generating. And then here we have also the type of camera. So you can use some kind of lens or in the camera for the camera. So you can use like shot, also some different point of views, from above, from below, wide angle, telescopic, etc., etc. So if you're doing like a plan view, you probably want to use top view, but right now let's stick with the standard. And now it's time to upload some more indications using the references. So you can just go for with the words, but again, if you want to help the artificial intelligence a little bit, you can draw something. Now, if you don't want to draw anything, you can just download some of these sketches you find on the web. So you can use some other people work. And by the way, you can do this process also for industrial design, like creating vehicles or products. And you just add some sketches and then generate, and that's going to generate a high quality, realistic image to your idea. Or you can do this for jewelry or art, more artistic stuff. So I'm just showing you some things that you can generally do with 3D modeling and 3D rendering, but you can work on the initial idea and brainstorming using artificial intelligence. So I created a sketch real quick. You can see it's a really bad sketch on a bad piece of paper, but I want to try like the worst situation and see if the artificial intelligence can understand that this is like a piece of paper. And so let's just, you have two ways. You can just click and drag and drop it. We can just click on upload image. Now I'm just going to click drag and drop, and you know uh, you can see here that you need to be careful to use third-party images or things like that. We can define the strength of the image that we are feeding, and then we go to generate and see what's going to happen. And again, this is a way much faster when we use the fast new feature. And there you go. I think this is really cool, and it's really getting close to my idea. But I could say there are some elements that I think it's considering as a sketch, like holes and the lines in the paper. So what I can try is, well, use a clean paper, so not without lines or any other grids or stuff like that. And with the editor, I can try to remove things that I don't really need. So I'm gonna go here, edit. We're using the Windows editor, will be fine. I'm gonna crop out parts that I don't really need to be considered in the generation of the image. So I'm gonna crop, continue to crop, and just here save. Okay, and then delete and upload that again. Now this time I'm gonna use upload image, click on the button, open it up, and now it's ready to go. So let's generate again, and you can see the results are a little bit different. It looks more like an external view than an internal view, and I think it's closer again to what I had in mind. And down here, I can set up some references. So how do I want the image to look like? Do I want to look at like a real photographic shot? So yeah, I want to use this as a reference. So I'm going to save this image, which is a falling water from Wikipedia, or you can take others. And or you can give it like a rendering look or a technical draw look. So I'm going to go here and pick this one as a reference. So I want to do photorealistic. image. So I'm gonna generate again, and this is gonna, and also I'm gonna type some more here, like external view with a swimming pool, because I would like to see also a swimming pool. And there you go. So I have other results. And the history there will show me all the different steps that I made. And once I'm ready, I can again upscale, or I can download low version. I can share with other people my work, etc., etc. Or you can continue also to edit. So let's say that I'm going to pick this one here. So I'm going to upscale this and say, okay, then I can generate more starting from this. But this could be my new reference, perhaps. And then, change. I can change some camera, so I can do like a close-up. And again, generate and see the changes. And it goes on and on and on like this. So once you find the correct point of view, the correct colors, the correct environment, and you can decide to remove the various prompts from down here, or you can add more, or you can switch also in 2 pictures instead of 4 to see them a little bit better. And again, once you're ready, you can click on download. You can download all the images, and you can start to share it. So you click here, and again, this is just the beginning perhaps of your architectural project that you will continue in a 3D software, but this is just to get you going. And you can add text, you can create shapes, you can create a social post. This is all in Adobe Express, by the way, so you can check our Adobe Express video course. You can share this with other people from here, so you can copy the image link, you can copy the entire image, you can save it to the library, you can directly go in Adobe Express, continue to edit, or you can edit from here. Some tools that you find in Express and in Photoshop are also available in Firefly. And for example, you can add text, you can add graphics like shapes and others. And you can also use other generation tools here like generative fill and the removal. So generative fill is to add more elements. So if I don't want to regenerate everything, I can just paint on an area and type some prompt. For example, like woman walking and talking. So this is going to generate an element that is not in the picture right now. So I can add it later. So you can start to add and remove stuff from the, the image, and that's fine. So this could be an option, or I can just remove it, and I can keep this, I can remove it. So if I want to keep it, just click on keep. If you want to remove elements, you have add, remove, and then you have add and subtract to the selection. So and you can change the brush size and the hardness when you're brushing. So right now I'm not selecting anything, but you can paint to add and paint to remove, and then you have select background. If you want to select the background, you can see here you can add, and then again you can subtract, you can remove. Now I'm going to add another thing there. I'm going to add an airplane, and that's going to generate an airplane, and so on. So yeah, if you don't want to keep it, that you have some options down there. You can click on more to get more options. If you don't like it, just delete it with the cancel. You can also reset everything. You can invert the selection. Again, you can select like this, or you can subtract pixels from the selection with the subtract. Now I want to add a falling water here, so I'm going to type falling water, and again I can invert if I want, or generate, so to keep that falling water right there in that spot. And so this is all insert, but also with remove, you can just paint the same way and removing objects instead of adding them. And there you go, a beautiful falling water just right there. And that's it. So I'm gonna, let's also expand, because this is kind of a square format for social network. So I can use freeform, or I can give some specific format, and that's gonna expand and generate the missing content. So it's gonna figure out how we can expand, there you go, naturally and without any edge or any cut the image. So you can keep this, or we can continue to change the resolution, the format in there. So I think that's good enough for this guide, and we also published other video guides on Adobe Firefly, and we're gonna do also more in the future. So subscribe to the channel to stay updated for more AI video guides, and you may also want to check our other courses and lesson that we have in the channel on 3D software. For example, we have a course in Blender or more courses in Blender. We have other 3ds, Cinema 4D for architecture, Maya, and other 3D rendering and 3D modeling software, so that you can also model your idea, not only like generate with artificial intelligence. So you will find anything that you like in the channel. Subscribe to stay updated, join the channel if you want to thank us and support us. Check out other video courses and video guides. That's it for now. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.